Hello, this is Linda Bell. I'm the program coordinator for the accounting program, and I want to tell you about some changes taking place in the accounting program. Currently, these are the courses that are required to major in accounting, and we're making some changes to those. To begin with, Accounting 230 computer-based accounting systems is no longer going to be a requirement in the major. Notice I've got a line coming down here. It will count, we're still going to offer it. It'll count as an elective. But it also can count as part of the accounting minor, but it will no longer be a requirement for the accounting major. The other main thing that's changing is that we're moving intermediate accounting, we'll be moving it from 2 courses to 3. So we have intermediate 1 and 2. Now we're going to take the same textbook and break it into 3 components. And if you've talked to anybody that has taught intermediate before, they all will probably say that's a really good idea because there's just been way too much material to try to cover in 2 courses. So we're breaking that out into 3. And we're not alone. A lot of other schools do the same thing. Probably not the majority of schools don't do this, but there are a significant number of schools that do this. The other thing then, in order to do that, is that we condensed advanced accounting from advanced 1 and 2 down to just 1 course. And it's just going to be called advanced accounting. So what's happening is that instead of 2 courses in intermediate and 2 courses called advanced, for a total of 4, we're going to keep 4 courses, except now it'll be 3 intermediates and 1 advanced. Also, we're going to change the number for cost accounting. We're going to make it a little bit higher than accounting. It has been accounting 315. We're going to raise that to 380 so that it exceeds the number 320, because accounting 320 or finance 360 are now going to become prerequisites for cost accounting. Those 2 courses cover time value of money, and that's going to be a prereq now. That particular topic will be a prereq for cost accounting. And finally, you can see we totaled 33 hours, where in the past has been 36. But we're still going to have 36 hours required, and we're going to have a pool of courses that are going to be optional for students. 2 of those are accounting courses, but we're also going to allow these finance and international business and finance courses to count for the accounting major. And the reasoning behind that is because we want to encourage students to take the CMA test, Certified Managerial Accountant, and that tends to emphasize finance. Okay, the second part is, when is this going to take place and how's it going to look? Well, I have 2 options. One is the online delivery, the other is face-to-face. The online delivery will be finished by fall 2015. So new courses that are going to be added to the online delivery mode, spring 2 will be intermediate 1. Again, previously we used to cover 12 chapters in there. Now we'll only be covering 9 with the new course. Intermediate 2 will be delivered in the summer, and again, we're not covering as many chapters. We used to cover 12, and we're not covering as many. And then fall 2015 for fall 1, we'll have our intermediate 3. Those are the final chapters in the intermediate textbook, and then we'll have advanced accounting. There's no real content change in this Accounting 425 course. It's still going to remain as consolidations and governmental. Notice up here, the course has always been consolidations and fund accounting, which is governmental and nonprofits, and it will stay with the same content, but the name is changing. Also, we will add accounting information systems and auditing to the online delivery mode. If you're teaching face-to-face, the transition should be complete by spring 2016. So here's the recommended transition. For fall, we will offer the new intermediate courses, intermediate 1 and 2, with the revised content. However, advanced 1 and 2, keep it on the books because it's likely you're going to have students that will need those 2 courses. Then in the spring, the final transition will take place. We'll be offering intermediate 3 and then the advanced accounting, which again is really this old Accounting 425. We'll move into there. And so by spring 2016, we will no longer offer advanced 1 and advanced 2 in the current delivery mode. So here's what I suggest you advise your students. If a student has completed Accounting 201 before fall 2015, they're ready to take Intermediate 1 and 2 under the new delivery mode. And by the way, Accounting 202 is no longer going to be a prerequisite for Intermediate 1. 202 will be a prerequisite for cost accounting, but not for Intermediate 1. So hopefully we can get students into the pipeline faster as accounting majors, so because they don't have to complete both principles courses before getting into the intermediate level. Now, what if they've only taken Intermediate 1 under the old course strategy? I am anticipating we will not have very many of these students, but if you do, go ahead and put them in Intermediate 2 under the new strategy, the new course. There's really no other option. They're going to end up repeating a few chapters, but there'll be enough different stuff in the course that that's going to be okay. Now, if you have students that have completed both Intermediate 1 and 2 under the old course strategy, which is the current method, then they will go forward and take Advanced 1 and 2. Again, keep in mind you're going to be offering Advanced 1 and 2, those old courses, in fall 2015.